welcome to my channel, The Quilting Compound, and I'm Jamie, and today I wanted to share with you my recent trip to Missouri Star Quilt Company for their birthday bash. I think this is 16 years, and I actually got to go. It was a last minute decision. I called my daughter and I said, hey, I found this yarn store. Do you want to go? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, it's in Missouri. So she said, okay. So Tuesday we decided to go, and we left out Thursday morning about, I think it was about 6 a.m. It's about an 8-hour drive from my house, but they are an hour behind us. So that helped a little. I think we got there around 2:30 that afternoon, which was plenty of time because everything just kind of really closed up around 6. So we had lots of time to walk around and shop. And she got to go into the yarn store for her knitting, and I think she's going to start crocheting. So she got to get her little beginner kit to learn how to crochet. I got to see so much fabric, so many notions, sewing machines, you name it, I got to see it. I got to see Natalie out by the outside. They had food trucks. They had little cafes there. It was more than what I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a big deal, but still, I didn't know that like one store was, like basically Christmas ornaments, decor, plus Christmas fabric and kits and all that. So, and then I got to look through the window at the men's area. That was really neat. So if you took your husband or boyfriend or whoever with you, they can go in there and hang out. There was a pool table, chairs, TVs, and all that good stuff for them. So we really did. We got to walk around a lot. I met Lisa Alexander from Moda. And she's so nice, which I just saw her on a podcast or YouTube video with Sherry and Chelsea, and she's just the nicest lady. So I got to meet her. I saw Natalie. I saw also, if you listen to Inappropriate Quilters podcast, I did see Rochelle Rice just going by. I didn't get a lot of pictures. I don't know why I didn't think about it. We were just busy going in and out of the shops and doing all that. And my daughter's pregnant, so all she wanted to do was see what was at the food trucks and the cafes and the knitting. She mainly, a lot of times when I was looking at fabric, she would just go sit down. Sometimes she would look with me, but that's not her. That's not in her plan just yet. One day I'm going to have her sewing one day, but I am going to share with you all the goodies I got. And you all know that I did no by July and almost all of August to the very last day. Well, I made up for all that in the month of September. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you October will be so out of your stash October, because I cannot buy another thing at all. I mean it. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what I got the first day. So the first day I got this layer cake. Well, it's Riley Blake, so it's a 10-inch stacker, and I just love it. I saw it and I was like, I have got to have that. And I don't know why, because I don't decorate in these colors at Christmas, but I really did like it. So this is Magical Winterland by Riley Blake and Lisa Audit. So I've not heard that name, but that doesn't mean anything. And to go with it, for a binding or whatever, I got this. I got a yard of this. And then I also got the stainless insulated travel tumbler. Here's the box. And they have a little tab on their boxes, which certainly makes it a lot easier to open. So here's the tumbler. So quilt, hydrate, sleep, repeat. And it has the different quilt sizes on here. And then it has the what you can make with the pre-cuts are on this. So if you wanted, see, packs of 10, one 10-inch, if y'all didn't know this, because I don't know if I did, one 10-inch pack of fabric squares. You can get a twin, 2 queen, 2 to 3, a king. So not only can you put your drink in here, it's got all the information you need about your pre-cuts. And then they had these guys on sale. I think they were like $7.50 a piece. I don't know if I have my receipt in the bag or not. No, that's not for that one. So these, I'm pretty sure they were $7.50 a piece. And you know how I've been in the blues lately. So I thought they were a good price. And I think these were also on the website. So I got 2 of those. And then out in the booth outside, oh, before I get to the booths outside, also got this shirt. So this is Keep Growing, the sewing machine, and you know, I love all those colors. Keep Growing. And I also got the shirt I'm wearing. It says My Quilting Era, ERA, which is like me, because I don't know if y'all do this, you go through cycles where you do something, then maybe you kind of get tired of it, or maybe that's just me, I don't know. But I'm definitely in my quilting era right now. Then outside, in all the booths, like you had vendors booths, you had Moda, Andover, and then you had, who else was out there? A few different, like Wilmington Prince, see, I can't remember who all was out there. One of the, not Best Press, but another one of the one of the booths was a spray starch, kind of like Best Press, but it's Magic. I think they're owned by Faultless. So they were out there. Some little booths, you got to spin the wheel. And if you spin the wheel, you got like this. So I also, of course, I had my daughter spin the wheel. And she doesn't sew. So whatever she got, I got. If this looks familiar, this is the fabric that I just used on my blue and white. I think I called it Blue Breaker quilt. So I got a fat eighth of that. And I got another fat eighth of that fabric. So I really like that. And maybe I have enough now for, maybe I can make a pillow to match, or put this towards the back, because I will be piecing the back to that quilt. I was going to buy the 108 or whatever to put on the back of it, but I think I just want to use up what I already have and go ahead and just piece the back. I don't mind piecing backs. Also, while we were out there, we got some free patterns that you can scan. I don't know if I don't know what is all right to show. So we got free patterns, so I can scan those. And the reason why I have 2 is because one was my daughter picked up. And then we got this cake mix recipe. So they gave you the little cake mix, and they gave you, I think they're 10-inch squares, because is that what goes with the cake mix? Yeah, because you got ones with 10-inch squares, and the other one you use a charm square. So they gave us these little packages here with those. And then also Andover, they were giving away mini charm packs at their little booth. So I got this. These were the ones they were giving away. So I got 2. Then, of course, my daughter got 2. And so, therefore, I got 4. So this is the fabric that's in there. You know, more blue. I don't know what the deal is with me and the blue. Even my shirt's got blue. And then another booth, they had a color. They had different colors of fabrics, and you had to pick what the name was. It was like multiple choice on the bottom of what they would be called. You know, and some, they had like tomato. So you would think they would be red, or they would have this. And I finally got, I think I had to try 2 or 3 times to finally get one right, and it was emerald. And my daughter also got one right. So we got these, and I'm assuming this one feels a little thicker. I'm assuming it's a fat eighth, and I'm assuming this is a fat eighth. So got these for free too. Also, they had little hearts, passing those around, just little heart fabric cutouts. And then of course I got on my flat chuck. Here's one. So that was the first day. And each purchase that you made, you got one of these bags. So these are really nice bags. And if you're like me, I like to have all those around because they do come in handy. So Friday morning, we got over there, and I knew I'd looked online, and unfortunately, because I'm new to this and I didn't do enough research, I found one thing that was on the schedule I wanted to do, and it was sold out. So I didn't get to do any of the events really. I mean, maybe next time I'll know. This time it was spur of the moment. Let's just get there. And so next time I will plan ahead and schedule for what I wanted to do, because they had a triple play, and yeah, I couldn't get into that. So that's one of the things I really wanted to do. So maybe next time. So this was also, I saw this online on sale, $19.99. Yep. So this is from Island Boutiques here, and this is a brilliant gem. So it is 42 pieces, 10-inch square. It was online. You could order it online, or you could go into their store and get it. So at first I didn't see it, but they had the strips, the 2.5-inch strips and all the other stuff. And I looked around a little bit more and found it. So I was really wanting to get this because $19.99, that is a great price. And I love sewing with boutiques. I just need to do it more. Okay, so and then they also had all the brochures with all the shops and all that. So it was a really good little mini trip. But next time I want to be able to stay longer. And I mean, my daughter had to be back by Saturday, so we had to get back Friday night. So it was almost midnight before we got home. So the next day, I was looking for some flannel because I'm getting ready to do a quilt, a wedding quilt, and they wanted green, and they like the outdoors, and they want something outdoorsy. So I found some flannel. This will be the back. And I don't think I've ever done a quilt with the flannel back that I can remember. So this will be the back. I got 3 yards. Hopefully all that will go. If not, I will figure it out. Hopefully I can just go back to Missouri Star Online and order it. I don't really want to drive 8 hours to find that. And they also had this on more bluish color, but I liked it. It was just a good blender, really. But it was on sale. It was like 6 something a yard, so you know, you can't pass that up. And then these fat quarters. All of these, which I have this fabric before, and I think it was in a jelly roll. That's what it was. And I have the quilt, and I finished the quilt. I knew I had it. I couldn't just place it. So I got 4 of these. These were $1.50 a piece. Yeah. So really like that. And then these, I tried to get as much as they had. So this one right here, I also got 4 of these, and they were $1.50. All these fat quarters I got were $1.50 a piece. So let's go ahead and, this pretty. So I went from blue to pink and orange. But isn't it pretty? I think. And then, to go with that, they had all these. So, like that. And the orange, you know, because you got orange in here. I figured these would make some really cool psychedelic pumpkins, maybe. So, and this is the orange. And I think they only had 3 of the fat quarters of the orange. Let's see. Yeah, I was only able to get 3 of those. The pink, I was only able to get 3 of these, but I got 4 of the pink and orange. So that is as far as my fabric haul. I did go in some other shops and I got some little bee salt and pepper shakers. They're really cute. And we went to an antique shop and I got a little yellow tin in there that says be happy. So that went with my salt and pepper theme. I also got the little candle wax. And what else did I get? Is that it? That may be it. But if you purchase so much there, you got points. And when you got enough points, you got to go to your another room, another little store in there. And with so many points, you got so many free things that they had listed. And so with that, I got this Quilting mini sewing travel tin, mini travel sewing tin. I haven't even opened it, and I'll have to get something to open it with. I've got fabric markers. See, they're water resistant fabric markers, are perfect for creating. See, okay, they're for like quilt labels and stuff like that. So I guess kind of similar to a Sharpie. So the fabric markers, let's see here. Let's open up my little sewing tin. They have this thing well wrapped. So it's got the star. Okay, so in the kit, it's scissors, a thimble, a seam ripper. This is for your thread, I'm assuming. I know these kind of look like a floss drop or whatever they call them for cross stitch. And this, I was like, what is this? I thought, is it a measuring tape? But it's actually a rotary cutter. How cool is that? I didn't know. I had to look it up. I was like, what is that? So I got this little mini sewing tin here. If I can figure out how to put it back. So this was, I guess we'll say free with everything I spent. We got the markers, and then let's see what else is in this bag. We got this marking tool. So the wood tool here, I'm assuming it's like a hair marker. I'm assuming. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me, because I have never used either. So this came in our bag also, if you spent so much money. And then they had a little brochure of what you would get if you spent so much, and I should have kept it so I knew exactly what everything was. But I just looked at the pictures. But then you got this, and I thought this was going to be small, like maybe maximum 5-inch template, but no. Check this out. So I'm assuming this is about a 10-inch. Well, this says 7 up here, but I'm assuming it's for probably a layer cake. Well, let's see. Here, let's get this other layer cake and stacker and check it out. So I got this for free. So that was my exciting short trip to Missouri Star, but so glad I went. I can't wait I hope I get to go again. And I know this was Jenny's last year for like a year or two, because she is going on a mission trip, I think, to Africa. So I wanted to make sure to get to this one. I did not get to see her, unfortunately, but I did get to see the town, and it's really neat. I really enjoyed myself, and I think my daughter, I think she had a good time. And this is probably her last mother-daughter trip before she has her baby. So that was a really good time, and I can't wait to go again, and this time stay a little bit longer and maybe get to do some of the classes and see some of the speakers and all that, and the trunk shows. I didn't get to do any of that, and they had cakewalks. So I wasn't planning for that, but I did get there, and I did get to do some good shopping. And like I said, October will be so out of your stash October for me anyway. So maybe you can join me. Maybe we can come up with something to sew out of our stash. But that's what I've got for you today. Coming up here soon, I'm going to have a box opening because I'm running really behind now. And I have to sew my basket. I've got it cut, ready to go. And I've got a few other things and quilts. So there's so much going on. Just got to get it done. And so that's all I've got. But if you could like, share, and subscribe, I'll see you on the next one. And check me out on Buy Me a Coffee. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.